Okay, this is Prophet Rawanalabi giving a commentary concerning the McGregor and Mayweather fight. I saw the fight. Um, as a prophet, I never been in sports. As a man, I've never really been in sports. It's just never competitive sports. Just never been into it. I was always into things like bodybuilding, stuff like that. Stuff where you just doing self improvement, things like that. Sewing, carpentry, woodworking. Those are the kind of things I've always been interested in. I never been interested in, had a fascination with sports. From time to time, I've watched championship games, but that's about it. From time to time, I watch highlights, and I do enjoy analyzing sports commentary, like with Skip Bayless and Sean Shannon. I do enjoy listening to that because I like processing the cultural stance that we have been forced into as Israelites. Now I know most of you are looking at this think that we're black people, and no, the hoodie that I have on is black. Okay, look at my skin. My hair is black, but not my skin. You know, not my skin. But anyway, so it's just interesting to watch and listen to commentary, sports commentary. I enjoy that way more than I actually do sports. Uh, but I want to say this: the Conor McGregor fight to me is just kabuki theater. Yeah, well, whatever. It's kabuki theater. You know, this is another scheme of our oppressors to oppress us. Even when we get a big payday like Mayweather did, $300 million, we don't get it. Mayweather gets it. Mayweather and people like him looking and knowing the condition of your people is like watching the movie The Matrix and you have a insurgent in your midst and you don't know who it is. This is not hate against Mayweather as a person, as an individual. I don't know him. But I'm just letting you know how I process this information. And in the movie The Matrix, I don't know what's the name of the character of in the movie, but there is a gentleman, and he happens to be a Caucasian gentleman who wants to really live in the Matrix. And the Matrix is basically white supremacy, racism, white supremacy. You know, as many would say, Francis Scott Wellings would say, Dr. Francis Scott Wellings would say. Um, I'll go with that for now. It has its issues, but let's just go there for the sake of argument. I don't want to lose too many of you. But Mayweather and people like him, and all the elites among the so-called African Americans, so-called black people. We're not black. We're not African American. We are the Israelites. We're not descendants of Ham. We're descendants of Shem. We are the original Shemites. Okay? It reminds me. It reminds me of what's this on my chin? It reminds me of that movie where the guy wanted out. He didn't want to live on the ship anymore. He wanted to eat steaks. He wanted to be rich. He wanted the highest things in life. And he wanted those things inside the confines. Hey, good morning, baby. How you feeling? He wanted those things in the confines of the matrix, which is really oppression, racism, white supremacy, Francis Scott Welling. And so when I see so-called African American people live this superly abundant, wealthy lifestyle at the neglect of their people, at the neglect of their heritage, at the neglect of their self-esteem, because it was very contemptible how Conor McGregor was treating and speaking to Floyd Mayweather. It was disgraceful. And I looked at that as one of the things that not Conor McGregor, that Mayweather had to submit to. Because he's at the top of the heap and in the limelight and does not want to be disattached from the matrix. I find that very, very, very interesting. So, and I want to tell you something. Most African American people, if they could choose a position inside of racism, white supremacy, because first of all, we don't have the moral high ground. Our moral high ground is the immoral low ground of those who are our oppressors and captives. They are our standard for everything. So while on one hand, Floyd Mayweather, he made pocket $300 million. Can you imagine what this did to white people's economy? For decade, Caucasian people, because of this one fight, are going to be able to send their children, their children's children, and their children's children's children to college, buy them homes, cars, trust funds. That doesn't happen for black people. Now, it'll happen for Mayweather. But there are a whole industry, television network, magazines, you name it. Concrete companies, construction companies, light companies that made billions off of this fight. I like to liken these type of situations that so-called black people and so-called African Americans who are really Israelites and don't know it. I really like to liken it to like a slave that works in the field, a cotton field, and they are able to outpick anybody in picking cotton. And because they're able to do so, they get extra biscuits. They get extra treatment. They're able to get away with a little bit more just because they can pick 10 times the amount of cotton as their enslaved counterpart is able to. That's what I look at this fight is. $300 million is what he's supposed to reap from this, I guess, or whatever it is. That's his reward for picking cotton on the field. I look at it like that in basketball, football, in any arena. You know why? Because we don't own anything from top to bottom in any one of these fields. There's nothing that we own. Nothing. We are just players on the field. But we're content with that. Why? Because we get fame, we get popularity, we get money, we get access. And then all the things that I'm mentioning, we don't know, or we are forbidden to parlay these things to help our people. So that means even when you see a big payday come to an African American through the lottery, through the sports arena, through whatever, inventions, guess what? It's another setback and another setup for our oppressors. Just like the analogy I use with the cotton picker, who's able to pick 10 times the cotton in whatever amount of time than all the other slaves in the field. That's all this is, y'all. Yeah, he gets extra biscuits. He might even get better clothes. He might even get better treatment. He might even get a chance to sleep with master's wife or daughter. Because you know that's how white people roll. I mean, look what nothing can be new. All these sports players, they all get a chance to sleep with master's daughter. They all get a chance to sleep with master's daughters. They actually have a whole group of white women that they train from birth to target sports guys that are groomed to marry sports guys, successful athletes, actors, scientists. They're groomed that way. So I know it sounds crazy. No white man is going to let you sleep with his wife. Yes, he will. That's how white people get down. That's how white people get down. They sleep with them. They will sleep with animals. You can't find no place in Africa where anybody has passed legislation to sleep with animals. Nowhere in Africa. But you can go to some European countries and find people sleeping with little kids, pedophilia laws, sleeping with animals, horses, marrying dogs, all kinds of stuff. That's just their get down. So I don't know why we don't think that they won't let a black slave in slavery, chattel slavery, sleep with their wife. I don't know why we didn't. They did all kinds of perversions. They had black people sleeping with animals for their entertainment. So, that's their get down. Not all, but as a nation, a group of people, a demographic, yeah, they will get down like that. So don't be surprised. I worked with some in construction, and the type of things that they talk about they do with their wife. I'm like, wow, I wouldn't even think about doing nothing like that. Amazing. So this, y'all don't get so wrapped up in the fact that, but let's talk about that too. Conor McGregor, lost to Floyd Mayweather. Duh. Floyd Mayweather didn't even bring his A game. Floyd Mayweather fought unconventional to how he normally fights. He was the pursuer in the fight. But the way that Conor McGregor runs his mouth, it would have you believe that he was going to be the aggressor. The big mouth, the bravado, the over-the-top swag, the racial epithets he was hurling. And I believe in the deal, part of the deal was you can't knock him out. Because you see, when he was right about to knock him out, you see what happened. The black referee stepped in and stopped the fight. He said, that's enough. Now, Irish people are really interesting. You know, Irish people are really interesting. Because they think, you know, we're the fighting Irish and nobody can fight like us. He was fighting the guy 10 years his senior, retired, and still couldn't beat him. And this guy is in his prime and he's bigger. And he couldn't even hang. He couldn't even hang. He couldn't really even follow the rules of boxing. I mean, because white people don't follow rules. The rules that they make are not rules at all. They don't do anything straight up and down. So they put a black referee in there to stop the fight to make sure that white daddy doesn't get knocked out. Because that would have been too humiliating to see white daddy get knocked out. The slave master get knocked out. And don't be surprised, y'all, if they trump up some type of charge against Mayweather. Don't be surprised. This is the land of our captivity, y'all. We are slaves here. I don't care how rich we are, if we are billionaires or trillionaires as individual Israelites. Stop, y'all. Stop. You know, I want to tell you something. So-called black people, African Americans who are really Israelites and don't want to know it and still want to believe that we're Africans, these people are the worst white supremacists. They will fight you tooth and nail that we are the children of the Most High God, the top nation on earth, Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 14:2. We are the top people on earth, and we're at the bottom right now because, like the guy in the Matrix movie that I referred to earlier, we want to live like white people. And I want to tell you, that's our curse that keeps us at the bottom of white people, wanting to be them. We see them and want to be them. We see them, we want to be them. The only thing that we want to go to school to be is a doctor, a lawyer. Same stuff, same psychologist, same stuff. Same stuff. We don't want to do stuff that goes back to our heritage. We don't want to do that kind of stuff because we want to be what? Accepted by white mommy and white daddy. And we really wish we could be them. Don't stop, y'all. Most black people you find in their soul of souls, they want to be white. Matter of fact, that's another video I'm going to do. What it's like to be, the video is going to be called, What It's Like to Be a Black Person. I'm going to make a video like that and post it. What it's like to be a black person. And I'm going to tell you this from a Hebrew Israelite perspective. Not no ratchet Hebrew Israelite guy standing out in the corner cussing people out and calling women whores and sluts. No. That's not what this channel is. You want that channel, you got to go over to one of the other channels. Don't come over here. No. That's not here. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I'm not those guys. Okay. I would never be those guys. I would never even join them. But anyway, so I just wanted to upload this video to give some perspective, some depth to this Conor McGregor and, well, I shouldn't say Conor McGregor first, but Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor fight. Y'all, and it's really amazing. White people, a lot of white people believe that a guy who don't have any professional boxing experience at all could beat a guy who's been boxing, and he's a black guy, a melanated guy who's been boxing since he was a baby. Nobody's ever seen that. Everybody wanted to see a real live Rocky take place. Stop, white supremacy. There's something wrong with you for even wanting to see something like that. It's no way a white guy is going to be able to beat a black guy like that. You can hardly even find that on the street. Even when they're neck and neck with the same type of fighting background, they can't even do it. What white person do you know has beat Floyd Mayweather? Stop, y'all. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray. Come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all can't beat us. The only white person that's ever beat a black person in the boxing ring is Rocky. Come on, y'all. The only white person that can do that is in a movie.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, good morning, son. How you feeling?
Good.
Come on, y'all. Stop it. And I want to tell you this, white people, just so it can make you feel good about yourself. That's the curse of black people. We got all this power to fight, but we can't get free. We got all this power in us to be able to I mean, on paper, beat white people, but we still at the bottom. You know why? Because our God, I'm just going to say it for you, our God, our power, our Most High, who is the creator of heaven and earth, who you call God, guess what? He put a curse on us that we would never be able to beat y'all in the collective and be able to fight our way out of slavery. Not through economic empowerment, not through a politic body, none of that stuff. Not through education. Black people, no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to beat white people. We're not. Because I want to tell you what's one of the inherent flaws of us not wanting to beat white people, of us not being able to beat white people. It's because we want to be white people. Stop. We are, that reveals how much white supremacy we are. The goals that we have in life, the reason why we get married, the reasons why we go to work every day, the reason why we pay our bill is all based on a paradigm of white supremacy. We don't want to be black. We don't want to be, we want to be black because that's a construct in the matrix that our oppressors have programmed us with. We do want to be white, black. We do want to be white. We do want to be African American. We do want that. But guess what we don't want? We don't want to be Israelites that are born again. Watch this, watch this, watch this. I want to go a step beyond the camps, the Israelite camps. We want to be Israelites. We don't want to be born again Israelites that want to be like the Most High instead of like our oppressors. See, for most black people, being like the Most High is being like the Most High white person that they see on money, whose face is on money, coinage, heads all the military complexes, all the banks, that's the most high to most black people. People, white people, black, so-called black people. You see? And for Hebrew Israelites, it's more nuanced than that. You see? But anyway, I'm going to let you all go. It's more that I could say. And I don't want this video to be too long. But this is Prophet Rawanawabi, the Hebrew Israelite prophet. This is my YouTube channel, The One Tough Guy. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I broke my protocol because I wasn't supposed to be putting up any videos or live videos, really technically, until the 2nd. But this is not a live video. And I prefer this better because, I don't have to deal with chat. But anyway, I'm signing out. You all have a wonderful day. Please leave your comments and vitriol right below. And yeah, and give me a thumbs up. Okay? We are the Israelites. We are the chosen people of the Most High. And right now, we don't want to be like the Most High, creator of heaven and earth. We want to be like the Most High, oppressor. That's what we want to be like. And that's our curse. All right, I'm out.